What's up, fellas? Urban Red Pill, the channel where we promote men first. Everything about this channel will be geared around men first, no matter what the topics are. Even if those topics about women, somehow, some way, it's going to end up being about putting the men first. Now, today, I want to talk to you guys. I don't know if some guys could comment on this as if maybe it's going on in their city, but this conclusion that I'm drawing today has been in the making for a couple months now. Normally, when I see, maybe like a trend or certain behavior changes, I don't normally jump to conclusions and pretty much say, call it that's what it is. What I do is I give it time and I see how much is the frequency of it and the consistency of it. And this topic here, both boxes check. And with this, what I mean is lately, the women are trying to play nice. They're trying to play inviting. They're trying to be a lot more friendlier. What I mean by this, certain signals, choosing signals you may have not gotten in a while. They're making sure they put themselves in your vicinity to be able to say something to them, and also actually just trying to spark up conversations. And the funny part about that is when they do, you realize how behind they are as far as social skills. You could tell how far behind from them being caught up in social media, where actually now you're going to have they're going to start trying to speak to men in public now. And because this is something that they have not been used to doing, I would say for maybe at least 10 years, that they're, times are changing right now. And it looks like some of these women are creating behavior patterns now where they are trying to at least be nice, get along, and just try to have some interaction with men. Now, on the other side of that, I've noticed that men don't really want anything to do with women. I have not seen a cold approach in long. I just haven't seen it. I made a video before with you guys that as far as like the ale houses, most of those places are really just women gathering with their friends, and the guys that are there, I already told you, chances are that's where the white knights reside. And I made a video on that. You could check the archives and you can see that one there. Now, this video is not about them per se. It's not about, oh, women are finally coming along. No, it's not about that. Once again, this channel is about men first. What this is for is a warning to the guys who still may be a little gullible. The guys who are more, they're a purple pill but tend to lean more towards the blue. You guys have to be careful with this because, what women are really showing you is they understand being nice is not hard. It's not nothing wrong with being nice. And what you have to look at is for at least the past 10 years, what they've done is one of the easiest things you can do. They decided that I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to be a vindictive bitch. They made a choice to do that. Now, it's a lot harder to be vindictive and cunning. Why? Is because you have to kind of, maneuver and manipulate certain tactics in order for this to work. Where being nice, it's just pretty much just easy. And this just lets you know the actual blow that has been given to the feminine as a gender period in the United States. Now, I don't remember this horror movie, but I'm going to reference a scene where it was in a high school and the boy who was looking for his girlfriend. The girlfriend was in the bathroom. He yelled, he called for her. She never answered. Now, what happened was when he walked in that bathroom, she didn't know he was coming in. And when he looked at her, he was able to see the reflection from the mirror that her eyes were red and her face was pretty much, it was messed up. Her face was fucked up, right? He saw it, but the moment he looked away, her face turned back into her normal self. And he asked her about it. Hey, what was that? And she pretty much looked at him and told him, oh, it's nothing. In other words, his mind is playing tricks on him. I say that to say this. Do not forget the demon that you saw. Do not let these women put a mask back over their face. Not the war mask either. Not the war mask. I'm talking about that Brady Bunch, homie, good girlfriend mask on. Because what I'm telling you is this. It's coming. Maybe some of you guys already have been seeing it in your city. But if you haven't, it's not if, but when. These women have drawn the conclusion, they may be naive, but they're not stupid. And what's happening here is they're realizing social media, this cunning behavior, this image that they have become now is not giving them the results that they want. They're not getting married. None of these men want to have kids anymore. The birth rates are declining. Hell, some of these bitches can barely even get a guy to get in a relationship with them. As a matter of fact, we could go even further. It's hard for them to even get a fucking date, a dinner date these days because of how far their image has been sunk to the bottom of the sea. And they're not getting the result. So what they will resort to is they will go, this is how these women think. When the 21st century is not working, they will resort back to the 18th, 19th century if they have to. Whatever it takes to get you on board to give them your shit. And, the blue pill men out there, hopefully they will listen to a lot of these videos and other videos so that they can wake up. But for those who are not waking up, they're going to be the first ones to get slaughtered by this craze that's coming to a town near you. These women are going to put the good face on, man. They're going to go ahead. They're going to blink their eyes. They're going to bat their lashes. Whatever it takes for you to take the lock off your fucking wallet, to take the lock off of your provision, because they know what's going on. This has been the first time that I have seen with this feminist craze where there has really been a major shift in the way men and women react with each other. And what I'm seeing now is guys are not doing nothing, which is a good thing. Like they say, vote with your feet. Make your point with your feet. And it's forcing these women to have to engage now and unloose the entitlement and try to engage with men, in other words, because at the end of the day, especially first wave millennials, if you think about it, the first wave is in their 30s now. None of those whores are married. Hardly any of them. And if they have kids, they're single mothers. Those who don't, they're catching, getting anxiety for wanting to have a kid, and there's no men around for them to even give them children anymore. They're realizing that, the best thing you could have did with men was what they did before, was to fool men into thinking that having children was a good idea. That was the best thing you could have done, because remember, they said the best slave is a slave that does not know that he's been enslaved. And that's what it was. Fast forward now, a lot of men are catching on to this. Now, yes, women are going, sperm jacking and doing whatever they can, but how many times will that give them the result that they want? How many pregnancies are actually had thanks to sperm jacking, all these little tricks? I think it's very rare. I know we see the stories every blue moon, but it's a rarity for that to happen. The only way for this to happen is they have to convince men like they did before that actually getting her pregnant is something that he should be celebrated for also. And I think they've gone too far. Before I close, before I go, for the guys that are on the fence about this, because I'm telling you, it's coming. It is coming. Um, the check boxes are there. My conclusion is drawn because now it's to the point it's too obvious. And I wanted to make the video after it's become obvious to me and see what you guys thoughts are in your town, in your community. But one thing you have to understand, you cannot change a zebra stripes. You can go to Home Depot, you can get your bucket of white paint, and you can paint that zebra until you think you got a stallion. But at the end of the day, if it rains, over time, over wear and tear, those stripes are going to show again. These bitches are zebras. These whores are zebras. You cannot unwhore a whore. They can't uncock the cocks that they've had in them. It just doesn't work. There's nothing you can do with these broads. Like, they're damaged. They're done. They're done. Think about this. What are you going to do with the average woman? I mean, the average female right now, we're talking 10 years of slut masquerading, right? It's God knows how many men, how many STDs, how many abusive, mentally damaged, you just do not know. And what happened is all these events that she's gone through, it creates a stripe. It creates an internal stripe. It creates who she is. It's an internal stripe. Yeah, you may not see it, but it's there. And what I'm saying is, no matter what, if you try to paint that zebra and sit back and think you have a stallion, you're going to learn the hard way that at the end of the day, the bitch is still a zebra. You can't change the zebra stripes. So you guys be careful. They're coming. For those who've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. For those who haven't, they're coming. You guys stay safe. Those who are out there still wanting to sport date, man, get you some protection, get you some condoms. I'm telling you, these whores they're up in the ante. They're turning the lever up because they're realizing that social media, Twitter, all these, plenty of shit, all these dating apps, yes, they can meet thirsty guys that are, willing to do this, waste time, all of this crap. But at the end of the day, women have a end goal. Remember, they do everything for a means to something. They have an end goal. Most of their end goal is to the altar. Is a plenty of shit date a pathway to the altar? No, because the numbers show different. Is a Insta shit, Insta thought, gram, whatever the fuck it is, I don't mess with none of that shit, fellas. Like, far as I go is with this channel. That is not giving them the result that they want. You understand what I'm saying? So right now, they're back to boots to the ground. And I believe that this trend will continue because I just do not see the way the current trajectory is that, they're going to continue this route and get the results that they want. What they're going to do is they're going to fall back into what the women have done in centuries before. And that's just be fucking nice and hope that they can weasel their way into your life, into your wallet, and hopefully into where I told you, that family court and that divorce court. Because they know once they get you in there, that's when all bets are off. That's when she's the ringleader. They need to use these tactics to get you guys into that system. So you guys take care. I love that the complaints are coming out. I love that I'm seeing the social behaviors change, because what that lets me know is, men are not as gully and stupid as society likes to project us to be. With all the commercials, all the emasculation of men, period, with all the marketing that they've done to keep men down and raise women up. Men did not fold to that. A matter of fact, what they did was they evolved. MGTOW is evolution. And even those who don't identify with this, they are practicing this philosophy. They figured this thing out on their own. They woke up and said, fuck it. There's nothing in this for me anymore. I'm going my own way. You guys take care. It's more videos to come. Be on the lookout for this. And if any guys see what I'm talking about, go ahead and add your experiences in the comment section so others can read it. Like the video and take care.